This week, I'll show you how the direction of light can affect your photos. Photography is about light and the direction of that light. If it's coming from a complementary angle, it'll give your image texture and it'll look three-dimensional. You've just got to choose the right light direction for what you're shooting. In this location, we are surrounded by hills and mountains. If we just turn around, we can see how the light will affect the landscape in different ways. If I look in the same direction as the light is shining, basically where the light is on my back, all the details blend into each other. The image looks flat. If we look into the direction of light, the image can work, but you just have to watch out for lens flare and bleaching out of your photograph. This is basically where the light is shining directly into the lens and then it shines off the elements. When I look in a direction where the light is from the side or at an angle to the direction of the camera, details and textures start to be visible and the image becomes more three-dimensional. When the light is overhead, it isn't too flattering and landscapes tend to be flat. Whereas during the golden hour, the light source is low and gives long, detailed shadows. The color of the light is also more complementary, with this warm, orangey, yellowy, red color. As we're quite close to the equator here, the golden hour is quite short. The further away from the equator that you go, the longer the golden hour lasts. If you go to places like Iceland and Norway, you can get the golden hour lasting almost all day. So you can see the direction of light plays a really important role in getting a good image. You may find that certain compositions work better in the middle of the day, and others look stunning when they're backlit. It's just a case of experimenting, going to the location at different times of the day and seeing what works best. My aim in this tutorial is to get you thinking about the direction of light every time you take a photograph. All you need to do is think, where is the light coming from? And is there a direction that would make the image better? If there is a better direction, work out what time of day will give you this and then return to the location then. I'd say as a general guideline, make sure the sun is shining from the side at an angle to where you're shooting and is low in the sky. This will give you that golden look as well as long shadows. This is not a fixed rule, but it's a good starting point. Whenever I'm shooting a location, I'll do a recce of the area. I'll see which direction works best. I'll use the app PhotoPills to see where the sun will rise and where it will set. And then I'll work out what time of day I need to be back to get a good image. Then I'll wait for the weather conditions to be right and return to that location. Sometimes you might have to come back again and again for the same location, but when you get it perfectly as you want it, there's nothing like it. And that's about it. Remember, if you plan your shots properly and work out the optimal direction for the landscape that you're shooting, you can turn a pretty average looking image into an amazing shot. As always, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. And for weekly tutorials, hints and tips, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.